Hi crafters, come on in. Welcome back to Simply Charlease, where new crafters like to hang out. I received a request for a set of sports themed soaps, and that's what we're going to do today. Let's get started. This is the mold that we're going to use today. This square mold, and we're going to make 4 soaps. It's sports themed, and the lady who asked me for this is planning on making this a part of a birthday gift for her husband. So I'm going to be using a masculine scent, Woodland Eves. Yeah, no, Woodland Elves is actually what it's called, and it has a woodsy masculine smell to it. So I thought this would be a good scent for a mail basket. We're going to use, for 2 of the soaps, we're going to use the shea butter base, and for the other 2, we're going to do clear glycerin, and we're going to color the clear glycerin, but we're leaving the shea butter white. The color that I'm going to use in the clear glycerin is going to be this blue, and the stars of the show going to be this little rubber ducky. This one represents the football. We have one to represent the basketball. She said her husband likes all of the sports. We have one representing soccer. Okay. And baseball. All right. So, first thing that we're going to do is get our soap bases melted. I'll be back. Okay, I've got the clear glycerin melted. Let's check the temperature. And like I said, I'm going to add color to this one. Okay, we're at 147. So I can go ahead and add my fragrance and color. I'm going to do my color first. How's everybody doing today? Great, I hope. It is an absolutely beautiful day in North Carolina. The humidity level is low. The temperature is in the low 70s right now. Yeah, so I got everything open, windows, doors, letting that fresh air in. Let's see. Let me put something white under. Put something white under here so I can see the color. Okay. That's kind of that reminds me of the Caribbean. I like that Caribbean blue. One more drop. All right. Today would be a good day to get outside if you can, guys. Yep. After I make this video, I think I'm going to find my way out. You see, that's sort of a Caribbean blue. So we'll think of this as the Caribbean blue waters. All right, let's add the Woodland Elves. You know, I was thinking when I was melting the soap base, that this would make a good candle. I like this scent. If you like the masculine scents, you would probably like this. This is 1/8 of a teaspoon, and I have 11 ounces of glycerin soap in here. I think that's going to be enough for the 2 bars and enough to pour around the ducks to make them stick. Let me close the fragrance oil up so I can make sure that it's the soap that I'm smelling. Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. Let's bring Like I said, I'm only going to do 4. So, and you don't want to pour it all the way to the top because you want to allow enough room to be able to sit the duck on top and to pour some more soap around the duck to make sure that it adheres to the soap. So let's see. I can go up a little bit more. And a little bit more. All right, I'm going to let that do. Let's spray our bubbles. Get rid of those. All right, now that's ready. Now we're going to melt the shea butter. Get that going. All right, we got our shea butter base melted. Let me check the temperature on this one. It's at 154, which is, it's cool enough for me to add my fragrance because this particular fragrance has a higher flash point. So we can go ahead and add our fragrance. And a little bit of this particular fragrance goes a long way. And especially since we're only making a couple of bars, you know. Let's get that stirred in. Yeah. That smells really good. Okay. Now let's get this one poured. These are real simple, but you get a lot of bang for your buck because it really makes an impression. Let's see. Okay. Put a teeny tiny bit more over there and a teeny tiny bit more over here. I just need to leave enough so that when I set the ducks down, I'll be able to pour some soap around it to make it stick to the soap, to the base. All right, let's spritz out these bubbles. And we'll let this set. And it doesn't have to set 100%. You just want to skin that's strong enough for you to be able to sit the duck down on it and not fall through, okay? So while I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm going to go and fold a load of laundry. I'll be back. The soap bases have set, and I ended up getting 2 loads of laundry folded and put away. So they're really pretty much set. They might not be 100%, but they're pretty close to set. And like I said, it's not necessary for them to be completely set when you do this, but it's okay if they are. All right, I've already gotten our clear glycerin melted again, and we're going to use that on the white ones. On the white ducks, we're going to put those on the blue so that it'll pop, okay? So the first thing that I want to do is just put a little spritz of alcohol on the top of the soap, okay? And then I'm going to pour just a drop in the center. Well, let me check the temperature first. Hold on. Okay, we're good. 140. So I'm just going to do just one little drop so that the duck will have something to adhere to immediately, okay? I'm going to put a drop on in the center. Oop, I got a little more than a drop on that one, but I guess it'll be okay. And then we want to make sure that we also spritz a little alcohol on the base of the duck. And then just sit it in the middle. Okay. Do the same thing with the second one. We're just going to put a little alcohol on the bottom. Sit it in the center. Okay. And now we're going to take the clear glycerin soap that matches the color that we already have here and just gently pour it around, gently to fill in on all sides. And the idea is to give this, give the duck something to adhere to, okay? And we'll fill it up to the top. So we have a full bar. And we're going to do the same thing over here. And you see by me putting that one little drop or 2 or 3 of soap base down before I set the duck on it, it gave it something to adhere to so that it didn't move around while I'm pouring the rest of the soap. Okay, let's see, I think that's gonna do it. Okay, all right, so those two are set. Let's just put a little alcohol to pop any bubbles that might have shown up. And we'll go and melt the shea butter base. Okay, crafters, I got the shea butter base melted. Let me check the temperature. We're at 150. Okay, this is fully set, so we should be good. All right, just like we did with the first one, we're going to spritz just a tiny bit of alcohol on our soap base to make sure that everything adheres. And then we're going to put like a drop of whatever soap base we're using in the center so that we can sit the duck on top of that and it can adhere, not be moving around when we're pouring the soap around it. Okay, and then we want to spritz the bottom of our duck and sit it on top of that little soap that we poured in the middle. And you see how I put the white on top of the blue so that it pops, and now I'm putting the colors on top of the white so that they pop. And now I'm going to spritz the bottom. Okay. And sit it on top of that little dollop that we put on top. Okay. And now, let's see. Okay, we're at 146. That's good. And we're just going to pour around and try to be careful not to get it on the duck. But if you do, we can, you can just scrape that off. And yeah, just pour it around until you fill up. Okay, until you fill up the cavity. This smells real good too, guys. Yeah, I like masculine scents, especially when I buy candles and the wax melts. I like those masculine scents. I think that's good. I think that's good. All right, let's just spritz it a little bit. Make sure we won't have any bubbles. And also, what I have done, can you see? I don't want to move it because it's still wet. Whatever leftovers I have, I'm going to start putting them in this little round mold here. And at some point, I'm gonna create a soap with these circles. So even these white ones, I'm going to put in here. So, yeah. think that would be a good idea to save these, and they can be embeds or toppings or something for another project. Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna let these set, and when they're set, we'll come back and we'll unmold them and see what we have. Okay. And I'll be back. Okay, our project is set. Let's unmold and see what we got. First one is Football. He's so cute. And it smells good. The next one, Basketball. He's cute too. And next up, Soccer. Sitting on that Caribbean blue water. And last is Baseball. Okay. I think they turned out pretty good. Let's see, I got a little piece of soap there. Okay, let's get that off of there. All right. Let's put these here where you can see them. Okay. All right, guys, what you think? I think they turned out pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking that the next time we get together, I'll show you how to wrap these. And even though we've wrapped soaps together before, because of the shape of these, the process is a little bit different. So we'll wrap these when we get together the next time. And then maybe the next time we'll actually create a gift basket using these sports themed soap for him. All right. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you today. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.
햇살이 너무 좋았어. 그냥 모두 좋았어. 널 만나서 모든 게 다 잠에서 깨어나서 휴대폰을 먼저 보게 돼. 참 많이 변했다네가. 세상에서 제일 행복한 순간 널 만나고 내